Hello, my name's Laura and I'm the Specky Seamstress. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for the love you've given on the Vlogmas launch on the video there. It's been lots of fun watching everybody comment. Really pleased you're enjoying it. Now, I did say if you liked watching that kind of daily vlog style, then I would film some more. And a lot of you said that you would, but then I promptly proceeded to not film anything on the 1st of December. So apologies about that. Today is the 2nd of December and I am still in bed with a cup of tea because I wore myself out yesterday, because yesterday I didn't do anything sewing related at all, but I went down to Portsmouth, which is about an hour and a bit away from me, and went to see the historic dockyard. They had a Victorian Christmas market on, so that was really lovely. I went down with a few friends. We met up with Laura, who is Sewn and Shown on Instagram, because she's joining us for a little short break to the Isle of Man in January, so she wanted to meet everyone she was going away with. I think we probably scared her off a little bit, but hopefully she's not too worried about that trip now. But yeah, it really wore me out. It was probably more activity than I've done all week, and I'm absolutely shattered. My wrist is quite painful today. So I'm going to have a reasonably chilled out day. I was hoping to get some sewing done, but I might just do some sewing planning. But I'll take you along the journey. But what I am doing today is starting my day by watching the next Vlogmas video. So the Dahlia Society, Kristen at the Dahlia Society has taken on day 2, and I'm currently going to watch that. Look, she's got a Christmas tree farm in the family. How amazing is that? That would be so much fun to go and explore. I made it out of bed, which is good. I made it downstairs. I took 20 minutes to find my laptop charger because my husband tidied up and I couldn't find it. And now I'm about to draw the prizes for Nick and November. So the only real thing sewing wise that I want to get done today is to have a look through my fabrics and find some dotty fabrics. Because it is now December, the lovely ladies that are running the Sewing Patterns and Prints challenge this year have announced that the December challenge is Sewing Dotty December. So I've come upstairs and am faced by this pile of fabrics, which they're the fabrics that have been washed from my American trip but haven't made it into the sewing room yet. And obviously I bought this beautiful flocked polka dot cotton. So that's one. I feel like this is dotty enough, this ladybird beetle fabric. So that's 2. Let's separate those out. So I've got those 2 there. I've got this one, which is the double gauze with the Mario fabric on, with the like ticker tape spots on it. And then I've also got this, which is a crinkle viscose that I picked up from a D-stash page from Rosie Sews Modern Vintage, who is also on Instagram and on YouTube as well. But then we make our way into the sewing room and it's a mess. I'm not very good at keeping my sewing room tidy. I go through phases, but at the minute the phase is pile stuff up on all the surfaces and hope for the best. I really need to get tidying. So I'm going to sort through my fabric, which is mostly in this box here, and find some polka dot fabrics to show you. I've got quite a big pile. So let me show you. I have this beautiful jersey, which I haven't used for a really long time. I made my first ever Joni dress out of that, but that has long since been recycled, but could make a really, really cosy top or something. It doesn't have to be just traditional polka dots. Obviously, this is sort of semi-traditional polka dot. This is a viscose that I got from Sew Me Sunshine, which I was planning on making into a pair of Winslow culottes, which would kind of be perfect actually with tights and boots. I do have quite a lot of traditional polka dots though. I do like a polka dot. So I've got this giant polka dot. This is a peach skin from Rainbow Fabrics, which I have quite a lot of. This is just one piece of what I've got. So I've got a couple of plans for this, hoping to make a few things. Less traditionally, I think this counts. This is an astronomy constellation print, if you can see It's quite a muted print. This is a jersey from Nubity Fabrics. I've got 2 meters of this, and yeah, I think that counts as Dotty December. Then more traditional, this is the beautiful viscose I just picked up, which is a Mind the Maker viscose from Sew Me Sunshine, in beautiful colours. There's a yard of this, and I'm hoping to make myself a top. This is a stretch cotton from Satisfaction, which I picked up in their remnant sale. And I don't have a lot of this. I think it is just over a metre. And I couldn't decide whether to make myself a pair of shorts or whether to colour block it with another kind of heavier weight cotton to make a colour blocked daily jumpsuit. So watch this space on that. This is also from Satisfaction. I feel like this is just about getawayable as a Dotty. I picked this up when I won their voucher in the summer, and I don't quite know what I want to make with it, but it's a lovely sort of textured cotton. Then another slightly out there, not quite Dotty, but definitely Dotty fabric that I picked up from the Sewing Centre in Scarborough. A beautiful Malaysian cotton where the pattern is made up with dots. That, again, I have no idea what to do with that. A burnout cotton jersey in a green. A viscose jersey in maroon, which would just make a really, really lovely dress for this time of the year. A grey polka dot cotton jersey, which I think is destined to become either a Monetta top or a Freya. A black and gold cotton, which I picked up on the Goldhawk Road. A viscose that is coming up really, really red on screen, but is actually quite burgundy, which I picked up in Walthamstow Market. Again, I think I got 1.5 meters of this, or maybe 2 meters, and the plan was to make Winslow culottes, but I think I bought 2 because I wasn't sure if I wanted to make a dress or not. And then this gorgeous metallic cotton, which I picked up in India several years ago. I have this in another colour upstairs as well that I'll show you, which I have just stashed for so long. I think I have 1.5 meters of this, but I think it's quite narrow. The green one certainly is. It's only like 90 centimetres wide. What shall I make with it? Anyone else have real comfort foods when you're not feeling great? Super noodles. It's not classy, but, you know, it's what I fancy. I made my husband do a food shop before we got back from New York, in preparation for my surgery, and it was basically super noodles, beans and sausages, marshmallows, posh hot chocolate, and potatoes so that we could have mashed potato. Hi guys, it's now Tuesday. I was a bit of a fail yesterday, so I left you at about lunchtime and I had what can only be described as a whipped cream incident. No, I was making myself a hot chocolate after lunch and I really hurt my wrist getting the cap off the can, and I basically went to bed for the rest of the afternoon. I did get up and about and do some sewing related things later on in the day, mostly turning the rest of the chambray that I had left over from my Stacey shirt experiment into a rose shirt, which Jay kindly bought me. So I said in my vlog that went up on Tuesday that I wanted to make one of these, so I traced out the pattern and then I just ended up also cutting out a shirt. So I don't know whether I'll do any sewing of that today, but at least it's ready for when I feel up to it. What I might do today is sew up a couple of these jersey tube skirts that I made, that I cut out after making my first one. You see my crazy astronaut ladies, floral one for work. This one's a shorter one because I didn't have very much of this fabric, but I think it's kind of cool. This I've decided looks like mermaid scales, and then a couple of plain ones. So I'll try and be a little bit better today and film a little bit more, but I do have a feeling that these daily vlogs, particularly this week while I am off work still, are more likely to be morning vlogs, which start telling you about what happened in the evening the night before, just because I'm a bit mopey, and when my husband gets home from work, I kind of want to spend some time with him. But that might be different next week. Not that I don't want to spend time with him when I'm back at work, because obviously the day will just be work. So I'll try and do a few bits in the evening. Now, I started my morning by watching day 3 of Vlogmas, which is from Kathy over at Hide and Silk. It's a great video, go check it out. I watched it in bed and did not film that for you, but yeah, really good video, so go and check that out. She's got a great sewing space, and I think she's going to be doing a proper sewing tour of that soon, which would be awesome. I got up really late today. I mean, I woke up when my husband went off to work, but then went back to sleep. I think I'm still feeling a little bit weak from yesterday, from my whipped cream incident. Hey, Pixel. So I don't have lots of expectations for what I'm going to achieve today, but I would like, there's 2 tops that I would like to cut out with the big polka dot peach skin that I showed you, so I'm hoping to get those cut out, but that's really the only achievement that I have planned for today. I was just about to get up and have some much needed food when this happened. She's being all cute. There you go. What are you being all cute for? She doesn't often sit on my lap. She much prefers Nick, so I'm not going to get her up now. But I thought I'd show you another polka dot fabric that I have up here, which is a gorgeous teal. I think I've shown you guys this because I won this in the Crafty Sew and Sew giveaway, and it's absolutely lovely, and I think that this is also destined to become a manetta. Now, I don't think I can quite show you. Can you see that little bit of green there? That's the green metallic version of that cotton that I showed you yesterday from India, but maybe I'll try and show you a better view later when this one lets me. Yeah, she's not getting up anytime soon, so I'm going to watch some YouTube. It's been like 25 minutes, but she finally got up. This is the lovely green and gold spotty with like a border print, and it's a border print on both sides. But like I said, it's really narrow. It's probably going to need lining. It's pretty see-through, but it's gorgeous. I have 2 meters of it by. It's only 90 centimeters wide. So I would love your suggestions on what I could make with this. Part of me is just thinking, just make a really simple top, because it will be a really useful sort of festive-y top that I can wear that will just be really comfy. So I'm back in bed. I had some lunch and I thought about doing some sewing related activity. All I actually did was collect all of the fabric that was being washed and hanging up to dry and put it in the sewing room. I haven't tidied it or anything. I think I had this grand idea that having the 2 weeks off work after my wrist surgery, I'd get loads of stuff done. I was like, well, I'll feel a bit rubbish for a little while, but I'll be able to get loads of stuff done. And that was just like Laura being ridiculously optimistic and ridiculously setting high standards for productivity, which is not unusual for me, but I'm just really tired all the time. And yeah, I need to let myself rest. So I'm going to lie in bed for a bit, and then I might get up and do something a bit later. I had a little bit of a nap. I'm feeling a little bit better, and I thought I'd come down to the sewing room to think about cutting out some of the tops that I'd like to make over the next few weeks. But I also thought I'd show you this. These are a couple of practices for something I'm playing around with at the minute. So as you guys know, if you watched my vlog on Tuesday, I have been selected as part of the team for the Girl Guiding International Development Project in Albania and Georgia next year. And I'd like to do some sewing related fundraising. And I really like the idea of creating some kind of applique patches with cool bits of fabric on them, and then maybe some like quotes or words or something as well. So I've been having a play around. This is the jersey that I used in my kabuki tee, and this is just a really narrow zigzag stitch. These are not done very well though, so I need to practice. It's one of the reasons I went and bought fabric glue, so that I can kind of attach them before sewing. So yeah, playing around with this. Comfy there. Hey Pixel, is that a good place for you to scratch yourself while I'm trying to cut out some fabric? Apparently so. Well, I cut out my top. I cut out a Riley collection top, the woven raglan, and now I've got some company. She was sat on my lap. She literally moved the second I turned the camera around. Coming back. You gonna show everyone your pretty face? Sort of. I keep meaning to show you guys these. This is my Pac-Man cushions. I've also got Space Invader cushions the other side. I'm sat in the games room at the minute, and I keep meaning to film a vlog sort of about my early sewing, so like non-dressmaking, my first forays into dressmaking, and then some of the other crafts that I've been involved in, but I'm never really sure if you guys would like it or not, so let me know in the comments box. There's the Space Invader ones, along with all the mess I'm about to clear up. I don't keep my mess just to the sewing room, and I do feel a little bit bad, so I'm going to try and tidy a little bit this up. So I've cut out a couple of tops now. I've cut out a Riley woven raglan top, a kabuki tee, and a misty cami. I'm currently watching dog videos in the background because why not? I am starting to reach the stage where if I cut too much more out, they're going to sit forever and never get sewn up. So I'm being a little bit careful, but now I've got the misty cami pattern out, I'm going to see if I've got enough to make a cami out of this glasses fabric that I picked up in New York, and also cut out the cami in this just while I've got the pattern out. I might as well, and then I'm going to clear up. Hi guys, it is Wednesday. I have finally washed my hair, as you can see. It's not amazing, but it's a lot better than it was. It was pretty bad yesterday, but because I need to keep my wound dry, it's a little bit of faff, so I haven't really felt in the mood to do it. But yes, I've finally washed my hair, so I feel a lot more human. I didn't do any extra sewing yesterday evening. All I did was tidy up my fabrics and get ready for sewing hopefully today. My wrist feels a little bit better today, so I'm hoping that I can get a little bit done, but we'll see. Currently sat in the bedroom looking at this very strange cat. She's nearly impossible to focus on because she is dark and outside is light, but she has taken to sitting on my jewellery box all of the time. You go. Tilly. Yeah, you have. And we don't really know why, but it seems to be her home now. What I did do yesterday was try to cut out those two camisole tops and find out that I didn't have enough fabric of either of the fabrics. So I'm absolutely gutted about that, and I've got to go back to the drawing board for them. So now I am sat on my sewing machine. I am hoping to get at least the base of all three of those tops that I cut out yesterday sewn up. I don't know if I'll finish the neckline or anything of them because I'm not sure if bias tape's going to be a little bit fiddly, but I should be able to get all of the seams sewn. That will feel like progress. I wanted to share with you an amazing comment that I've just read on my Sewing My Style vlog about novelty prints. So the comment is from Trinational State. To be honest, I never refer to fabrics as novelty prints. To me, they are conversation prints. The word novelty trivialises the complex and clever choices we make when we choose a whimsical print. They are an outward expression of our personality and attitude. In a world craving innovation, I say embrace the quirk. I need that printed and put on my wall. It's amazing. You guys are awesome. So I'm taking a break from sewing. I'm just about to go get myself some lunch. I've been sitting deleting photos from my phone to free up storage so that I can carry on filming. It's not a fun activity. Today's comfort lunch will be a fish finger sandwich for those of you that are interested. But I'm going to sit down, have my lunch and watch the day 4 of Vlogmas, which has just gone live over at Whitney's channel on Tomcat Stitchery. So it's about 2:30. I have finished making the kind of shell of each of those 3 tops, the kabuki tee, the Riley collection and the misty cami. And I'm really happy with the misty cami. I'm going to move away from the kettle. I'm just making myself a cup of tea. I'm really happy with the misty cami. It's like a half and half, sort of almost got Jester, Joker type vibes to it, or Harlequin, I guess, type vibes to it. And really, really happy with the Riley collection, but not super happy with the kabuki. I'm not going to model them for you because, to be honest, putting on a bra is a lot more effort than my wrist can manage, and the world doesn't need to see that. But I will take some pictures and they will be featured in another vlog at some point soon. Whether I abandon the kabuki tee or not, I'm not sure. I'm going to play around with it once I feel a little bit better. Now, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. I'm going to sit down and have a bit of a rest. I've got rainbows tonight and I need to feel up to that. Now, I've been editing some of the footage I've taken over the last few days, and it's actually getting quite long. So although I originally said I thought I would do a week and then upload it, I think what I'm going to do is upload this footage on Thursday, tomorrow, and then film Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday and upload. And then I think for the rest of December I'll do a weekly video, because I'll be back at work by then and there will be less time for me to film. So I think that's what I'm going to do. In which case I will sign off now, and thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye!